Right on. So how does the travel of the soul? There is a topic which we have not covered yet, travel of the soul from birth to birth. How does the soul travel? It's a very mysterious journey. So the travel of the soul, how does it happen? There are two things. One is philosophical. Philosophically, Lord Krishna also has said very clearly, like we change our clothes when it becomes dirty, when it becomes worn out, when it is not in a condition to be worn anymore, which is old. And you are also bored of it. So many reasons, because of which we choose to discard that cloth. Exactly these words he has used in Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Likewise, the conscience or the soul, the Atma, changes the body. What he actually means is that when we are not able to take the burden of the karma phala, rina, anubandha, and body, the five elements which it is integration of, has taken enough, then you say, we feel that, okay, let's just get rid of it. I will tell you, people who are hale and hearty, who are, perfectly fine, will fear death. The first thing which will evaporate in a person is when he is inching close towards the death. When death is inevitable. For all of us, it is. We feel that somebody who is sick is only going to die, and we are not going to die. All of us are going to. But when that moment comes, when the realization strikes, first thing which evaporates is the fear of death. So upon that, the body gets disintegrated. The conscience doesn't leave the body leaves the conscience. आत्मा शरीर से बाहर नहीं निकलेगी, शरीर आत्मा से बाहर हो, या दोनों अलग होंगे. Bas. It's not that the soul moves out of the body or body moves out of the soul. The disintegration of five elements. Now, the reason why it happens is not because the body is worn out only. Yes, also, of course, I'm not disputing that. But also because of unbearable. Just imagine if we were to be eternal in the body, in the same body that we have taken birth 5,500 or 6,000 years ago, if we were to be alive, just imagine. We can't bear that karma phala. So to wipe out the memories of the sanchita karma and prarabdha karma, vartamana karma, kriyamana karma, agami karma, all these things, just to clear it out, we take another birth. Now, this is so long as the philosophy is concerned. Now, how it actually happens. The moment a person sheds the body, he or she is out of the realm of time and space. Khatam. There is no time. And there is no space, as in the void. So that conscience or the soul, whichever you call it, Adi Shankara has said the soul defined in 4 words, which is Prajnanam Brahman. That is, conscience itself is Brahman. Tattvamasi, I am thou, thou is me. Right? I am Atmanam Brahman. Atma itself is Brahman. Aham Brahmasmi. All the 4 is the soul. So when I say conscience or soul or anything, Brahman, don't say that these are 3 different things, 3 different words for the same, right? So the soul, or we'll use the word conscience. Now the conscience is out of the body. Body is out of the conscience. Both are true. Conscience has shed the body. Or body has distanced itself from the. What actually happens, you're out of time. So it doesn't matter whether it is 1 second or fraction of a second or 1 year or 100 years. But there is always a correlation, how the nature works, how the creation has worked. The conscience rests anywhere between. It is actually not resting, but let's say rests for lack of better word and definition. Anywhere between 9 days to 99 years. When we correlate it with the worldly existence, when we draw parallels to the worldly existence, anywhere between 9 days to 99 years, the conscience rests. As I said, don't take it literally because lack of right word and definition, I'm using the word rests. Because when you're out of the realm of time, there is nothing to rest, right? Why? What is the logic behind it? The logic behind that is we have Ridhanabandhas. Like there is a person whose father has shed the body, mother is still alive, he sheds the body in between. Or mother has shed the body, father is still alive, he sheds the body. The balance, if they both are supposed to be his parents in the birth after this, if they both are the parents of this conscience, he has to take birth through them only. Then there is a time lapse. And nobody survives for more than 99 years. Let's say why is because if a child has shed the body even at birth, even a still born child also, not beyond 99 years. That's why it's called Shatayusha. Ayusha is Shata, 100 years, right? So that is the reason. In 100 years, the entire Runanubandhas and Karma Phala gets equated and the new block of story or drama, a new slot. The shooting is done, the editing is done, everything is done. The new movie gets released upon everybody's birth. So that is the reason, logic behind this 9 days to 99 years. Now, this philosophy we understood, the pause between two births, what is the time lapse and what is the reason for the gap of time, we have understood. Now, how does the body, how does the conscience has to travel through to the become a child to be born again? It has to. So, because the childbirth is a blend of Sharira and Atma, elements, 5 elements, and the conscience, right? This is the reason. Because we are not the body, we live in the body. We have to have the body. Without body, we cannot. And we live in the body, but we are not the body, right? So it's a blend of both. So that's how it happens. That is where the Shastras very clearly say that Jala, the water, is the medium in which the conscience travels. It becomes one with the Jala. What is the reason? We talk about Ganga Jal at the end, somebody is at the edge of their demise, at the borderline. Why we talk about Tirtha, why we talk all the nadis, all the rivers in India as Jiva Nadis. Why Kaveri is worshipped? Why Ganga is called Mother Ganga, Maganga, Yamuna, Sindhu, Kaveri, Godavari, Krishna? All these things are worshipped. We do the worshipping of the river because the water is the source through which the conscience travels or the soul travels. So the conscience enters the water. And upon the digestion, when the water is consumed after having a meal, the water, the conscience or the soul which has traveled in the water gets into the male or body only because that conscience becomes a blood, one drop of blood which turns into a sperm, and only a male. That is because the egg is very docile. The sperm is the only one which is active, and millions of them. In that one, the soul enters and travels and knocks on the egg, and there the consummation happens. That's where the fetus is. That's where the conceiving is. So the travel of the soul is through this. Now you can think that, how does the I mean, in which water, right? Depending on our sanskaras. Somebody is just having a glass of water, the soul can enter. The divine people, divine and spiritually evolved the masters, their father, when they have taken the tirtha, which is offered to the gods, so the soul travels through that. And see, that is the beauty of every religion, is speaking about the significance of water. We know holy water in Christianity. We know Zamzam, which is in Islam. The water is so significant because the ancient masters, they knew the significance of water. Why water is so holy? Because the travel of the soul is through the water, and then it gets into the male, and then goes and knocks on the egg. Then the conceiving happens in the fetus as well. That is how the travel of the soul is from one body to another. Right? That is the significance. That is why we say that men carry, I mean, it's soul travels through the male of the species. Right? Thank you. Sai Ram, Sai Ram.